now live from Palin Music Studios in Springfield, Missouri, it's Wake Up with Greg. Here's your host, Greg.
Hey, good morning, friends. Happy Friday. Welcome to Wake Up with Greg. I'm your host, Greg Rosander with Palin Music Center. Happy to be here with you this beautiful Friday morning. We have made it, made it to the end of the week. I guess I didn't get enough sleep last night. Although I feel like I did. I got a good sleep last night. But anyway, didn't mean to yawn in your face already to start the day. Maybe I just need more coffee to start out. That'll get us going. Ooh, all right, I'm having a rough one this morning apparently. But we will triumph. It's Friday, guys. Happy to have you with us. It's beautiful outside, actually. Nice. It's pretty darn cold, but sun is shining, so I'll take the cold with the sun. It's when we get the cold and then we get the clouds, and then it's just dreary and it's yeah. But yeah, sun with the cold works for me. I can deal with that. And then, of course, next week, the big show, the big event, the big thing. Christmas is just around the corner. 1 week from Wednesday, I guess. So we're only like 5 days out. Woo! Better get your shopping done. I got lots of things for you to buy so you can shop with us for your last minute. We'll ship it to you today. And if you want to pay for extra shipping, we can get it there sooner. All right. So who are we? What are we doing? Why are we here? This is Wake Up with Greg. I'm here every weekday morning, 8:30 a.m. Central, to share the coolest instruments on the internet for you. I've got some saxophones for you today. We did tenors yesterday. I've got altos today. And I've got a, what should we call this? Should we call this a library tasting? I don't know, a vertical tasting? Anyway, we've got 3 of the same model of saxophones, all in different finishes. So that should be kind of fun. I don't know what we're going to call that, but we'll just call it what it is. It's a saxophone soiree. Sure, something like that. That'll work. So that's what we've got to show for you today. And then, of course, we've got some music and, we talk about films, art, literature, travel, food, whatever's coming on to our minds here on this show. So stick with us, enjoy the show, wake up with us, have yourself a cup of coffee or tea, whatever you like to drink in the morning, and come on and join along. We've got the live chat going on, so feel free to ask your questions, leave your comments, let me know where you're watching from in the world. And I would greatly appreciate that. It makes it more fun for me to be able to hang out with you guys and chat and have a good time. So also hit the like button, the subscribe button, the share button, do all of those button pushes for us. It really helps us out as well. Just as a reminder, we are 2 days away from our first annual Palin Family Christmas. Sunday night, the 22nd of December at 7 p.m. Central Time, we will have on both our Facebook and our YouTube channels our first ever Christmas Palin Family Christmas live stream. So we've got lots of music planned for that, as well as some giveaways and a variety of other holiday festive type things. So make sure you've got your calendars and your clocks set to join us Sunday night. It's going to be a great time. Looking forward to it. And hey, you'll get to see me play. So how exciting is that going to be, right? Going to be awesome. Got to do a nice little song with my buddy Nate. So it was a really good experience. I enjoyed it quite a bit. So I'm looking forward to you guys seeing it. And yeah, so there you go. So what else we got going on? That's the Christmas event. We got the actual holiday coming up. So Monday will be my last show before the holiday, but I will be back before the new year hits. So to kind of finish out the year. Let's see. Amir is here from, I can't tell what that flag is, but maybe Jordan could let me know. Welcome to the show. And Max is also, no, I don't see Max. Max isn't here. Where's Max? Montclair is here and Vincent is here. Good morning for you folks on the chat. Thanks for being here and supporting the show. All right. I don't know if you're gonna be able to hear Jordan or not because we've got a dead mic over on his end of the table, but we're gonna say good morning to him anyway, so he'll just have to yell at you from from behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So good morning, Jordan.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good.
Excited for the weekend and the holiday?
I am. Yeah.
Now you're off all next week, right?
I am. I will have to come in Sunday though for the live stream.
Sunday for the show, absolutely.
But yep. Then I got some time off.
Nice. You in town for Christmas? You going out of town, or you
We'll
already
be
did
in-
one Christmas in Branson, right?
Yes. Yes. One of many.
Mm,
We'll be in Northwest Arkansas for Christmas this year.
all right.
Yeah.
Sounds like fun. Well, we're staying at home, going nowhere.
Ooh,
I'm just going to sit in front of the fire and
sounds cozy.
have a good day. Yeah, absolutely. All right. So that's all the news that's fit to print. How about we dive into some cool saxophones here for you?
Yes.
Got my gloves on. We'll get that rolling up here.
See what flag it is. Iran.
Iran. Well, welcome, Amir from Iran. Fun to have international viewers on the show. Amir, do you play the saxophone or any other musical instruments? Would love to know if you're still watching out there. All right, speaking of watching,
Nice.
so it's time for the shirt and the watch, I think.
It is time.
I'll wait to put the gloves on the shirt. Daniel Cremieux went with kind of a red, Christmassy vibe today. I don't know. But it's red and black, so I don't know how Christmassy that is. But you can see really detailed paisley pattern on the shirt there. So there you go. That's my Daniel Cremieux paisley shirt in red, and then my watch. This is my Seiko. I'm sorry, my Citizen Echo Drive World Timer, nuclear powered, limited edition. What do they call it? Yeah, World Timer. So it's got it's a chronograph, so it's got stopwatches and all kinds of fun stuff in it. But really cool. This was a gift from my buddy John out there. I don't know if he's watching today, but very special. I appreciate this watch so much. So there it is. The watch and the shirt. I feel, man, I'm slouching. I look like a troll here. All right. So let's take a look at this first saxophone. These saxophones, like I said, are all going to be the same model of saxophone, all in different finishes. And it comes in 4 different finishes. I happen to only have 3 represented here today. The 4th one is currently residing in one of our other locations, but that's all right. Well, let me show you the case here, first of all. The case is a very standard, nothing super fancy, but it's a nice quality case. You've got the full backpack style zippered case, hard shell, lots of exterior storage pockets, really nice leather handles on the front and on the side. So you can see those, and then you get the nice plush interior with the black interior on there. And then more storage on the inside. The backpack's straps are kind of hidden away in the back. You can do it with or without the straps. Just a very nice case. So there you go. So the saxophone itself, let's take a look. This is the Yamaha YAS62 Mark III. So the 3rd iteration of this horn. The Model 62 has been around for quite a while. The precursor was the Model 61. And this is what I like to call Yamaha's flagship horn. This has been with them for quite some time. One of the most respected, widely used, best-selling, most reliable universal saxophones on the market. If you're new to the saxophone world and you don't know where to start with a saxophone, especially a professional model saxophone, you cannot go wrong with this horn. This is just 100% top grade, fantastic. Intonation is flawless on this. The versatility is endless. You can use this for any style of music, whether you're playing classical or chamber music, or you're playing jazz, or you're in a rock, pop, fusion band, whatever, R&B, jazz, soul. You can do absolutely anything with this horn. It is really a workhorse universal horn, and it's beautiful too. I mean, it's got beautiful hand engraving all up and down the bell. your classic mother of pearl key touches. And it's just fully ergonomically designed with your left-hand rocker mechanism, your contoured keys on your palm keys, high F sharp and front F as well. You've got Italian leather pads with these have plastic domed boosters, which is fine. It's just going to not have quite that edge and brightness that a metal booster will give you. But man, you just cannot go wrong with these horns. They are so well built. I've never heard anybody say anything negative about the YAS 62 and the tenor version as well, the YTS 62. They are just fantastic horns, and I would recommend them for anyone looking for their first ever professional saxophone. So it comes as a complete outfit with the neck. Well, of course, it has to have the neck. Otherwise, you can't play the saxophone. You can try. I'm not going to unwrap the neck there. There's no need to. You can see it. It comes complete with a hard rubber mouthpiece, cap and ligature, all your accessories, neck straps, polished cloth, all that good stuff. And these are live on the website at palinmusic.com or by giving us a call, 417-882-7006, or checking out our Reverb page at reverb.com. And you can take one of these beautiful saxophones home with you today to put under the tree for that saxophone player in your life. Even if it's you, put it under the tree for you. Heck, why not? All right. So that's saxophone number 1. Cool.
All right. Can you recommend some music to us?
Yes, I can recommend some music to you. Here we go. Kind of wrapping up our holiday music vibe here. I'll have one more for you on Monday, but wanted to introduce you to this group. I don't know if you've heard of them or not. They're a pretty amazing vocal group. I believe they're British. They're from England or London. London is in England, which is part of Great Britain. All right, I know my geography. The Puppini Sisters, okay? The Puppini Sisters. I don't know how close I can get to the camera so you can see them, but they do a lot of that kind of a cappella style, Andrew Sisters kind of jazz, or the Lemon Sisters, or any of the other sisters out there that sing together. That sisterly harmony is just fantastic. But the song that I'm sharing is actually the George Michael classic, Last Christmas. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart. The very next day, you gave it away. This year, I'm saving my tears to give it to someone special. Yeah, something like that. All right. But they do a great, 3-part harmony variation of this song that is, it's just great. It's so fun. It's so nice. It captures the emotion of the song. And you've all heard the George Michael version. So, to share the George Michael version, you know it. But when somebody does, and I've talked about how I feel about people that cover other people's music. And it's that kind of thing, like, if you're going to cover somebody's song and you're going to record it and you're going to release it, you've got to do it at least as good as the original artist, if not better. And by better, I mean, put your own spin on it. Make it your own. Make it sound, it's going to be the same song, so it's going to sound similar, but make it sound different, but still great. But, otherwise you're just doing karaoke at that point, So I love that they've done a fantastic cover of this song in a real unique and individual way, and original way, I should say. Individual, original, sure, like that. So the Puppini Sisters, you're going to check them out. You're going to listen to Last Christmas. And I'm adding it to the playlist, Wake Up with Greg playlist on Spotify for you right now, so that you can listen to it anytime you want. I haven't looked at the totals, but I think we're somewhere in the 15 hours of music on there now. So feel free to give that a listen. Check it out. Let me know your thoughts, and enjoy the holidays with the delightful tones of the Puppini Sisters. They did a song with, it may have been Mele Kalikimaka, I don't know, with Michael Bublé, who kind of filled the Bing Crosby role of the, because Bing Crosby and the Andrews Sisters did a ton of songs, a lot of Christmas songs especially. which are classics, of course. So, but kind of a modern interpretation with the Puppini sisters and Mr. Bublé. Which, by the way, I don't know who won The Voice this last season, but Michael Bublé was a judge on the Voice for the first time. Did a fantastic job. He's such a funny guy, really cool. I'd like to meet him. I'd like to hang out with Michael Bublé someday.
Let's make it happen.
He seems like a pretty cool guy. Let's get him on the show.
Yeah.
We could have Michael Bublé sitting here talking about music with you guys. How awesome would that be, right? Hey, there's Max. Max made it in. Good morning, Max. All right, let's see. One more saxophone.
Two more.
Huh?
There's two more.
There's at least two more. There could be dozens more. My lovely assistant got these saxophones closer to me today, so I didn't have to get up out of my. I'm going to ruin this table, aren't I? I have a feeling. We like to destroy furniture around here at Palin Music Center, folks. That's what we do. And when you're ready, we'll do it for you. All right. I'm not going to show you the case. It looks exactly like the previous one. And at first glance, you're going to say, well, the saxophone looks exactly like the previous one as well. Well, that's where you're wrong. YAS 62 Mark III U, the letter U for unlacquered. I suppose they could have used the letter R for raw, but this is a unlacquered finish, so it's raw brass. Now, unlike many other manufacturers, when Yamaha builds their horns, they polish the heck out of them to make them look all bright and shiny and pretty. But it's an illusion, folks, because this is raw brass. And the moment you get this in your hands, it's going to start changing color on you. Because raw brass will do that. Once it's exposed to the elements, the air, it will start to take on a patina, we call it, where it starts to age and color, and especially based on how you handle it and care for it, whether you wipe it down or not, all your chemical makeup in your skin, oils and different things will react with the metal. And every horn will be unique in that regard, which is really kind of cool. Now, why an unlacquered horn versus one with lacquer? It's one of the biggest debates in the saxophone world, really. Does it make a difference or enough of a difference to make it worthwhile? You hear of people all the time taking their old vintage saxophones and stripping off any of the remaining lacquer. And they claim that it improves the sound. It allows the horn to vibrate more freely, which, as far as the science goes, is true. Anytime you're adding a coating to a musical instrument made out of metal, that coating, of course, restricts the amount of vibrations that you get naturally. So it's going to affect the tone a little bit. Now, to the average Joe player like myself, you may not be able to hear the difference between the two. Played side by side, one next to the other. If you've got an ear that's really that fine tuned, you might be able to catch the fine nuances. But ultimately, it comes down to a personal preference, whether you like the lacquer or not. I can go either way, honestly, for me. I love the look of a raw brass saxophone. We've got several versions from different manufacturers, and they each do it differently. Some will add a kind of pre-age the brass to give it a kind of a natural patina already, like that 52nd Street tenor I showed you yesterday. But otherwise, they just let nature take its course in this regard. So same specs, features, beautiful hand engraving on the bell. Mother of pearl key touches, Italian pads, plastic boosters, fine adjustments throughout, plastic thumb hook adjustable on the back, rocker table mechanism on the left-hand spatulas, contoured keys. It's a great horn. This is a fantastic horn. And please, by all means, come into our store, sit down, play all three of these, and you can see what the differences are in the sound and the feel and the color of the tone. So, but this is the Yamaha YAS 62 Mark III U for unlacquered. There you go. Beautiful horn, guys. I would love to send one of these home with you today. So please let me know if you want one, because I've got them ready to go for you here right now. Palin Music Center or PalinMusic.com or Reverb.com, or you know all the digits. Give me a call. We can chat about it. All right. That is saxophone numero 2. Oh goodness. Bam.
All right. Did you bring another Christmas movie to share with us today?
I did. So we're not even calling it something cool anymore because, do we think these are cool? I don't know. It's the season. We're enjoying it. We're having some fun. When we get back into, the regular kind of year, we'll talk about all kinds of different things once again. But, I'm just on a roll, so we're going to go with it. I thought I would pull out another just absolutely vintage classic Christmas film, which has been remade, I think, a couple of times. I don't know. But this is the OG, the original Miracle on 34th Street, with the young and precocious and beautiful Natalie Wood as the young girl there. So the story goes, we have this young family, mom and her daughter. Maureen, is it Maureen? Yeah, Maureen O'Hara plays the mom. And then Edmund Gwynn plays Santa. And then Gene Lockhart, I think, is dad, maybe. Natalie Wood is the daughter. And then a few other supporting characters. But is it Macy's, the store that he gets hired for? Let me see. Yep. So this gentleman played the Santa Claus, gets hired by the Macy's department store to play Santa, for the year. And Miss O'Hara is teaching her daughter, that Santa's not real, to not believe in Santa. Well, this Santa claims to be the real deal. His name is Kris Kringle, the whole deal. And he ends up getting arrested and going on trial for being insane. And then so the whole trial, they're trying to prove whether or not he is in fact Santa. And, so then you have to decide, are you going to believe in Santa or not? Is there Christmas spirit or is there not? Is it a real thing? Is it a hoax? What is the whole deal? And I love just the transition that little Natalie Wood goes through. I don't know, what is her character's name? I don't know if it says. Yeah. Yeah, no, it just says Natalie Wood. So there you go. Anyway, Miracle on 34th Street. I think there was a version, a remake that came out maybe in the 90s or early 2000s, a remake of this. But yeah, guys, you always have to go with the OG, right? A miracle of originality, Miracle on 34th Street. If this is not part of your regular Christmas holiday viewing, you need to add it to the list because it's great. It's fantastic. Little Natalie Wood, just so cute and precocious. And yeah, is Santa real? If Santa's in your heart, then Santa's real, right? Whether he's an actual living human being or not, we don't know. Of course, is Santa an elf? I know he has elves that work for him, but is Santa an elf? Well, in the 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, they call him a jolly old elf, so
Oh.
maybe he could be.
But he's always portrayed as way bigger than the
I know, right? Or maybe that's just
He's a big elf.
he's an angry elf. We watched Elf last night. Speaking of,
Nice.
yeah, needed that fun last night. Yesterday was a rough day. All right, so that's my cool thing. That's my my holiday film. Sean Carpenter's here. I play a Jupiter alto saxophone. Fantastic. Such a good choice to watch every year. I agree. Sean, welcome to the show. Where in the world are you watching from, my friend? Would love to know. I appreciate you chiming in on the comments here. All right, let's take a look at saxophone number 3. Can I reach it without getting up? I can. Ta-da! All right, one more last look at the case in case you didn't see it the first time. There's the case. We are looking at the Yamaha YAS 62 in all of its different finish variations. The only one I don't have represented here today is the new amber finish that just came out this year, which honestly, in my opinion, is one of the best looking saxophones out right now. They just nailed it with the finish, that just the rich golden color, kind of like a, I mean, I would call it like a cognac or a, almost like a cafe au lait or something. I don't know. It's just really beautiful. And then with the engraving on it, the engraving cuts through the lacquer, so you get the light and the dark kind of, oh, so pretty. I wish I had one to show you. I've shown it on the show before, but I don't have one with me here today. But this one really takes the prize for just being absolutely beautiful. This is the Yamaha YAS 62 Mark III S for silver. And what's more appropriate for Christmas than silver bells? Silver bells. All right, that's my horrible Elvis / Bing Crosby impression. Here we go. So this is the SAS. No, this is the YAS. I'm getting my Selmers and my Yamahas mixed up. YAS 62 Mark III S for silver. This is all 100% bright silver plating. So now, what does that silver plating do besides just make the horn absolutely gorgeous? Silver plating, you're adding metal to the instrument, so it's going to be maybe a touch heavier than the other two because of that added metal. Now, we're talking microns of thickness of metal, so we're not talking like, we're adding like 40 pounds to the horn. But when you do plate an instrument, it does add a little bit of weight, which adds mass, which actually gives you a bit more resonance and projection on the horn. Now with the silver, it seems counterintuitive because you would think silver, because it's so bright and shiny, that would add brightness to the sound and make it brighter and edgier. But in fact, it actually does the opposite because it's it's a softer metal. It kind of mellows that tone a little bit, gives it more color, more richness, more depth. And that's, my unscientific opinion. I'm sure there are others that have thoughts on that. Sean Carpenter's from Alabama. Well, welcome. My Uncle Ken is down in Alabama. I don't know if he's watching today, but got folks and family down there. Love the state of Alabama. All right. So welcome to the show. So that's kind of the story on the silver. It has the same, these all have the same hand engraving pattern, but again, it is done by hand. But they have a pattern that they go by so that it looks consistently the same across the board on these. But look at just how that sparkles. I mean, goodness gracious, that is so beautiful. Everything else spec-wise is the same ergonomics, same key layout, same Italian pads, domed plastic boosters, high F sharp front F, adjustable thumb hook. And we've talked about the thumb hooks with Yamaha, how, they stick to the plastic, but you can get a metal thumb hook for this. I'm curious to know actually if they offer that metal thumb hook in a silver option, because I think the ones I've only seen have been gold. But in any case, fantastic saxophone here, folks. Would love to send one of these to you today. This comes, of course, as I've stated, as a complete outfit with the mouthpiece, cap, ligature, neck strap, the whole deal. Here's the neck. I'm going to unwrap this one because I love the contrast of this. I just want to show you real quick. We get that ASMR factor here with the little. Isn't that so delightful?
So relaxing.
It's just so relaxing. Makes you want to go to sleep. It's like ocean wave. If I don't crack you up, at least I crack myself up, right? So I think I'm the funniest guy out there. All right, so there's the neck. And then you've got the classic. I'm going to stand up so I can get close enough you can see that. The Yamaha insignia logo on the neck octave key there. It is 3 crossed or intertwined tuning forks, which I think is really cool. And if you didn't know that, you wouldn't know it until I told you. So there you go. But I love the little gold medallion on the neck there. So really cool. Yamaha does it upright, folks. You cannot go wrong with a Yamaha saxophone. Some of the best saxophones in the world. This model 62 is, like I said, certainly one of the best performing, most reliable, best intonated, best looking. I mean, it's just, it hits all of the checks on the boxes. It checks all of the boxes. Is that what I'm trying to say? Something like that. All right. So there you go. That's saxophone number 3. Boom. All right. Set that one aside. I think I dropped some of the packing corks around here. Maybe we'll take a look at that. All right, Mr. Jordan, where are we in this show? We're kind of closing it out, right? I think.
Yeah. Do you have some wisdom to share with us?
Mm-hmm. I do. And forgive me if I've shared this before. I've lost track of all of the things that I've shared on this show. 200 plus episodes. You're bound to repeat yourself from time to time. But just in case I haven't, here's something that I really enjoy. A quote from the great George Gershwin. He says this about music: true music must repeat the thought and inspirations of the people and the time. There you go. True music must repeat the thought and inspirations of the people and the time. We are people, and this is the time. Let's get out there and make some music, folks. Get out there and listen to some music, share some music, play some music, whatever you need to do. Get some music out into the world. Get some music into your heart and soul, and just have a good time with it, because that's what it's all about. All right, guys, that's the show. It's Friday. We're gonna head on out of here for the weekend. I'll be back here Monday morning, though, with my buddy Max filling in for Jordan. So we'll have a fun little pre-Christmas show for you there. So make sure to come back Monday morning if you're not out, having your holidays with your families already. I'd love to see you there. Thank you for watching today. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. And remember this: helping people make meaningful music is what we do. And when you're ready, I'm here for you too. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.